right, you all. I'm live. I had to reach y'all. I ain't been live in a while, y'all, because I took a break from social media. I had to keep explaining this, in case y'all haven't seen when I was celebrating my 50th birthday this year. And I've got my phone charging right now because we're getting ready to experience some rain. It's definitely coming in, I believe, y'all, like for real, for real. So I can't sit it on the stand just yet, okay? Because I want to be able to reach and still be on the charger. But what y'all been up to, YouTube? What y'all been up to? What y'all been up to, YouTube? I've been looking at my girlies, y'all. Some of the people I started out with in social media, they're doing so well and awesome. Everybody just growing. People have gone through their own adversities in the trucking world, on the road. I have one lady who's doing very, very well over the road. Shout her out. I'm not gonna call no names on here, but she's doing excellent. She's changed companies a few times. She finally got into her zhuzh. Some are still like me. We've came off the road. We're still getting ourselves together off the road for being over the road, you all. Still loving logistics and freight and doing our best with our driving gift, our gift of driving, and people who are just called and chosen to drive. You just have to drive. Like you're a driver by nature, I get a lot of peace and serenity from driving. I put my music on. It's just me. My children used to get on to me all the time. Well, you and my mama, you going out of town? You didn't tell nobody you was going out of town. You going out of town by yourself? I said, no. I said, Father God is with me, Jesus and the Holy Spirit. So I'm still enjoying my time and my capability to be able to drive, y'all, because it's definitely in me from my dad. And I do say when he passed away, I gained a lot of his skills. That's why I say a lot of things float through generations. When people pass away, I really believe that if they never really fulfilled in certain ways their gifts and talents, it floats through the timeline, the generations and genetics, if somebody picks it up and run with it. And my love for grilling, I never had a love for grilling until daddy died. And my oldest son said the same thing, as well as my baby sister. And they said out their own mouths, they just believed it was because of daddy passed away and they got his gift. And I felt the same way, y'all. Now I'm a grilling queen, honey. Y'all can't beat me grilling. I love to grill. I used to grill almost 365 days a year, even if it was raining. I come home, that's how I unwound. But I knew that was my trait from when daddy passed away, because that's what he used to do, okay? So we're in a great and awesome time, y'all. I just posted a video about medical couriering. I'm still in the transportation logistics as well as the driving industry. That's never going to go away no matter what I do. And I'm posting videos right now to encourage others, especially those who want your Class A CDL. I just recently received an endorsement, whoop, 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 on my CDL, y'all, on my Class A CDL. I have not received my license yet. I may have to go back and reorder it due to the star that had the line wrapped around the DMV. It's been almost 3.5 weeks to 4 weeks, and I have not received my license. So I don't know if it's just slowed up and deterred because of everybody trying to get their star endorsement on their license before the ending date, or if it just lost. Because I used to work for the government. I know how people do that's supposed to deliver stuff, honey. Seeing it with my own eyes. And everybody don't have character. Everybody don't have ethics. Some people are just trifling. So I may have to go back and reorder those, but I did receive an endorsement. So shout out to that. And right now I'm in the medical couriering space. It's kind of like we had a divine meetup, because I was pushing last year as I started my digital products, y'all. I received my certifications for medical couriering. And I knew it was to be held off for a season, okay? We went into the winter months. Tennessee can be very, very high enders, maybe that's a word that I want to use, if that's even a word, but it can be very, very bad. I just say normal when it comes to the winters. So we experienced that. We were shut down again for a week in certain areas, 3 days again, twice it hit. So I knew that my medical couriering was going to be over into the spring of 2025 as well as the summer, fall, just to get started. So we had a divine meetup, y'all. I didn't even realize what I was doing when we had a divine meetup. I just knew that God had a specific time and season. And when that season hit, it hit hard. So on the 13th, I know some of y'all say that 13 is an unlucky number. 13 has always been a blessing to me. Some people are like, have you ever seen that movie Friday the 13th? I'm like, I watched one episode and that's it. My mom and my brother were the ones who loved the scary movie scene. So I said, 13 has always been a blessing to me. I said, Friday 13, bring her on, because I know I'm finna have some blessings. I've always said that, y'all, even since I was like 16, 17 years old. And on the 13th, I received 3 opportunities with medical courier as far as being a courier through contract. Okay, 2 of them I went ahead and received. It was a meeting of the minds, a no-brainer. No, they did not require my HIPAA and my bloodborne pathogen certifications that I had received last year. I want to say I received my hazmat cert as well, but I got to go back and check, y'all, because like I said, I got my certifications, but I knew it was for a season, okay, that they were going to come into effect. And so I got to go back and see if I received my hazmat cert. But these companies don't even require that. One did require an 8-year history of your MVR, your motor vehicle report, okay, as well as proof of your insurance. I'm using my personal vehicle. Um, Copy of your license, copy of your insurance, the declaration as well. They want the declaration of your insurance to break down what you actually have, what you're covered for, but not the certifications. Okay, the other company didn't even require the MVR. They just want a copy of my insurance, a copy of my type of car I was using as well as the other one. I don't think they're really particular about the year. No, some people only go back 10 to 12 years of your model and make of your car. These I don't really think really care. They just want your car to be nice looking, okay, to represent professionalism. And that one didn't require the MVR, the motor vehicle report. So I went ahead and I on board with both of those, okay? The third one I could have received and started that day, y'all, once I got the information in, but it wants my LLC. They said that's a qualification. You have to have an LLC that's already been registered. Now, y'all know I started my LLC, Diva Faith Enterprises, probably in October, November, December of last year. I have not yet interjected it into having it registered with the state, okay? But that company really, that's a requirement. They want you to have it registered. So once I get registered with the state with my LLC and have it up and running, which then I'm going to turn everything over to my business account. I'm going to put everything into my business account, y'all. And then I could start. And they were paying like $1. She went to so much information, y'all. $1 a mile, which is not bad. You do 300 miles, of course, you got to take out for the wear and tear of your car. You want to take out for gas. You want to take out for you want to definitely do the estimate with your time, as well as your mileage and all of that, and especially gas, y'all. So you're not really always making what you configure to be. You got to have a business mind as an entrepreneur to know to take that stuff out. There's so many different apps that you can register or download for your mileage, your gas. Do old school. Get your dollar store notebook or Dollar Tree notebook and write it down. Write down your everything from picking up to the mileage to dropping off to the gas. Say receipts. And you can old school it, okay, if you don't want to use some of these apps. Some of these apps do charge to download, some of them don't, okay, but that's something that you just have to decide what's best for you. Now, once I file taxes on this, I would definitely know how to recommend taking out taxes estimated in my mind. That way I know exactly, like if I have a $300, $500, $600, $700 run, I know I can account for maybe $200 of that because everything's invested as far as things like your taxes and everything like that, okay? But I was blessed in 2 days' time to receive 3 opportunities. 2 were definitely on-boarded contracts. I'm now with them as an contracted courier, and the other one I will be as soon as I register my LLC with the state, you all. So there's definitely opportunity out here immediately in medical couriering. We're running with this. This is something I was called and chosen for. I love to serve. I love to drive. I started out as a nurse. I went to nursing school for the first 7 years of my life. CNA, worked in hospitals, nursing homes. Oh my gosh, y'all, for the first 7 years of my life. And the reason why I didn't finish is I kept popping out babies. So I had to take time from that and take care of my babies and do things that were like 9 to 5 and take care of my children, okay? So it's just a great opportunity. And some of you all, you may not be wanting to go into medical care. You might want to do hair or nails or lash extensions or mechanics. I mean, the list goes on and on as far as what we're doing now, y'all, in 2025 as women. I know years ago, female truckers were not even heard of. That was something that you just did not hear about. Now we're driving trucks, we're doing trucks, we're over the road, we're local, we're regional, baby. We got our own trucking companies, we got our own logistics companies. We're making videos, making money off of our videos. There's so much that's going on right now in 2025, and we still have not peaked yet. I'm letting y'all know that we have not peaked yet. So I don't limit anything that I'm on here for to encourage you. I just know that whatever dream, whatever vision you have, to run with it. Don't let nobody ever tell you that you cannot do it. Yeah, you might be the first woman firefighter in your hometown, and you may have to set the trend that they be like, well, we now have a woman in here, we got to give her her own sleeping quarters. I used to go to school with this lady. She actually what was her name? Oh my gosh, Amy. And she was the first. They did an article in my hometown. She was the first female firefighter ever, and they had to find sleeping quarters for her by herself, showering quarters for her, where she could be the woman that she is. Um, and hey, the sky is the limit, you all. Don't be afraid to break those glass ceilings. Do not be afraid to break the glass ceilings. You might be the one who's chosen for such a time as this to break the glass ceiling to allow others to walk in. That may not look like regular people, that may have not had the lifetime history of other people, and God has put his hand of proof on you to be the one to walk in and to change everything, to be that world changer you are and that game changer in the world. So it's a great and awesome day, you all. It's beautiful out here. Looks like we're gonna get a storm or some rain. I'm just out here chilling. I ain't gonna lie, I'm just chilling today. I am chilling. I'm happy. I'm grateful. I'm thankful for the 3 opportunities I have, the 2 that I've already on board, 1 in the works, and I'm still looking to get everything under towards for my scheduling. So there's other companies that I'm personally going to reach out to, and I just say whatever you're got your hand on plowing this season, don't be afraid to look up information. Don't be too prideful. Do due diligence and research. There's so many videos now with social media that you can find people who can lead and guide you and get to the place that you know that you want to be, okay? And even if it might be a place that you think that, hey, this is where I'm supposed to be, and you get there, you be like, no, it's still something else. It's okay, y'all, to take them detours and them exits to get to the place that you feel like this is it, like this right here, this thing right here, that this is it, okay? So I'm on here today. I just wanted to, I haven't been on here for a while with you all. Let me see who we got on here. Oh, put a finger down if. Okay. Hi, girly. Hi. I'm very, very good. No, I don't look upset. It's just so humid. I don't look upset, and then I be in thought process. Honestly, I be thinking. Because I have visions, and then I can hear different things that I'm supposed to say. Y'all, that's a spiritual part of me. So, I can be looking at the camera, and it's like a reel. I used to tell people it's like a reel that's rolling that I can see visually. And although y'all looking at me, and it may look like I'm looking at y'all, I'm really hearing and I can see. That's a spirituality, that chosen part of me that allows me to do what I do. So yeah, it's a spiritual thing. I can't really explain it, but now I'm not upset at all. I'm in a great and awesome space in my life. I'm in a new chapter, new season. God is doing some great and amazing things, y'all, and I'm chilling. I'm out here chilling. I'm not trying to be no more than what I am. I'm trying my best to be real with y'all and help you all with information to help you all get to y'all's next. And it's a little bit humid right now. It's been humid all day. The sun is now coming out. It has not been out all day, and it's still been humid with the overcast. I was sweating all in my back and everything. But no, I'm not upset. But thank you for actually reaching out to me just to say that, thank you so much. But I'm in a great and awesome place and space. I am. And I just want you all to soar because there's so much opportunity in this world on today that you can become whatever and whoever you want to be. If you want to be an astronaut, baby, at 60 years old, you can find a way to make that happen. You can. That's just what my faith level is. Faith without works is dead. That's what the Bible says. And I just believe whatever you want to do, no matter what your age, no matter what you've done, no matter where you are in your life, I just feel like, yes, it can become a reality. That's just where I am right now. That's where I am. So, life is good. Life is great. Life is awesome. Do any of y'all have any questions on today as far as medical couriering or digital products or just anything? If I can't answer, I would definitely lead you. I'm in a community with some great and awesome women who are soaring. Some of them have became 7-figure earners, 6-figure earners in 6 months. Some have became millionaires in a year. Believe it or not, they have. So if I can lead and guide y'all to some people with some information, I will, y'all. This is just time to turn up and be great. Be great in life. You know, some people see more than just what people are used to seeing. We see more than just working at 9 to 5. And there's nothing wrong with working at 9 to 5. I've done it all my life. You know, I've been working ever since I was 14, 16 legally, 14, just helping just to buy Pampers for my baby. You know, I was getting WIC. I was on food stamps at 14. I had my first child, and my dad made me work, and I still had to go to school. And I was an A student. I remember sitting up at night putting my baby to sleep, and once he went to sleep, I would be up to 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning finishing tests, studying for tests and exams, finishing tests. Excuse me. That they would send me home with from just papers, and I mean, I've been working since I was 14. I'm tired, y'all. I tell people I'm tired, ready, really to retire. But God has more for me to do in this earth. And being an entrepreneurship and encouraging you all and pushing y'all to get to the abnormal thing where you have a whole woman or women astronauts going out of space. Whoever would have thought a whole woman team going out of space, you all. Um, it's just the sky is the limit. And I know I'm called to push and to plant and to water and to encourage, to motivate, to say, hey, you can do it. Yeah, I don't really maybe not understand what you're trying to do, but I'm telling you right now, you can do it. If God gave you the vision and the dream for it, then he gonna provide the necessities for you to get there. Okay? So, Rami, hi, Zachary. So yeah, y'all, 16 minutes in. I think I'm gonna do 20 minutes and then I'm gonna get off of here. We don't have a lot of activities today, which is a lot of people out and about where I am. So it's after Mother's Day. I guess a lot of people got that money, that Mother's Day money, honey. Ain't nothing wrong with that Mother's Day money, child. I used to look for mine too in every card I open, like, and wake up to money. I used to wake up to money. Money's coming at Friday night, Saturday night. Money for Mother's Day. And I'm not talking about no little bitty money. I never asked, they just gave. So I ain't hating the game, baby. I'm not hating the game. Shoot, you birth your children, you do all you can, take care of them. You go without for so many years. Sometimes you have to go without food, and you make sure your children are fed. So yeah, I woke up to money for years. So they out here spending their Mother's Day money. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But yeah, y'all, it's just I want you all to focus on your dreams and your visions. You know, like I said, God don't just give them to you, just give them to you. You that idea that He give you may be what breaks the generational curse, is a curse off of your family, a poverty, a lack, or just becoming $1,000 or six-figure earners a year, and you push them to being seven figures or a millionaire or billionaire status, y'all. All it takes is a God idea to do it. And that's where I am right now as I build and as I continue to sow and pour out to other individuals. I'm pushing myself to be that, continue to be that chain breaker that God has allowed me to already have been, but we're not through. I'm still setting the bar up higher. You know, I have ancestors that they own their own homes, they own land, they own property, they own cattle. My grandmother received a plaque. I'm not going to quit saying that. I've said this over and over again, for being the first Black, African American, however you want to say it, woman in my birth home, my birthplace city. And they gave her a plaque because she paid off her home that her and her husband bought, but her husband passed away in 50. Oh my gosh, it was in the 50s, y'all. And she continued on and she paid for her own home. My ancestors were slaves, and they had property and cattle and just so much acreage, y'all. Like, they had so much acreage. Like, what I look at right now is nothing compared to what they had. You could look all the way back. It would take them days to cut their property, even with riding lawnmowers. So how much more should that not be us today, when we have every opportunity, y'all, to make it a reality? We have every opportunity to make it a reality. My grandmothers, they always kept their money bought up in a pen in their bra, and I used to think they were broke. I used to think they were broke. And so when my cousins would go to the store, because their parents was like on the properties that they had, they could just go ask their parents for money. Well, my brother and I, we were getting dropped off to be babysat by my ancestors. And all three of my grandmothers and my grandmother, one was a great grand, two were grandmothers, they all kept pinups. Two kept it rolled up no, excuse me. Medea, great grandmama, she kept hers rolled up in a sock, and she would pin the sock to her bra on the inside. My grandma Maddie on my dad's side, cause mama's, which is really, I said as a young child, that's really weird. Now I understand prophetically, but it meant all of them had the prayer hands, all three of them. Prayer and Love Unity Dynasty, you are Angela, Diva Faith, Gilbert Cameron, World Changer, Game Changer. But Grandma Maddie on my dad's mom, she used to keep it balled up and she would pin it best she could on the inside of her bra. So my grandmother Maddie, my mom's side, my mom's mother, she kept it just balled up. I won't say she kept it pinned too, with those big safety pins that you used to have to put on those cloth diapers, y'all. We didn't always have the peel back in paste. They had cloth diapers that you had to rinse out, rub, all that. And they would go into their night. They'd be like, "You want to go to the store?" They'd call me in the back room. "Come here, come here, come here." My great grandmama, she said, "Now don't tell nobody you saw this. Not even your granddaddy Albert." She said, "Especially not your granddaddy Albert." His name was Albert Charles Ingram. She said, "Here, how much you need?" She said, "What you want?" And I said, "No, just give me that." She said, "No, I want you to get whatever you want." She would give me money. I would try to give it a change back. She said, "No, just put it up. Don't show nobody this." And she put fear in me as a child, but now I see she was really wise. I was like, why? I said, I just think great grandmama Medea was broke. Grandma had a knot, baby. She had a knot in her bra, baby. And then Grandma Maddie, the same thing, same thing. She used to keep us sometimes when great grandmama had fell ill or when she couldn't keep us, and she had a knot in her bra. My grandmother May, same thing. All three of these women, y'all, God is my witness. So we have to learn as women, I'm speaking to women right now, men, no shade on y'all, but we have to learn how to take care of ourselves, especially when you're single and you don't have that other that mate or whatever, not that helping hand. God is our helper, y'all. He's our heavenly Father. He's gonna make sure we're taken care of. He's gonna make sure we're all right. But I'm helping you all, like my great grands and my grandmothers put that knot up, put that bankroll up, you know. So whatever it is that He's giving you as a dream or a vision, just know that you can accomplish it. It may have never been seen before. I'm pretty sure the women in the communities I'm in right now, they never thought that these DigiProds would bring them into the type of finances that they have been brought into, y'all. But they stepped out on faith. They did what God was showing them. Now, not even a year, not even into 6 months. Now it's going into a year that I connected with them, but not even to 6 months, they have became thousandaires, earners, 7-figure earners, millionaires, on their way to really becoming billionaires, y'all. It's a domino effect. So I said I was gonna be in here 20 minutes. 22. I gave y'all 2 extra minutes of my time. I love you all. This is Prayer, Love, and Unity Dynasty, you all. Sorry. Angela Gilbert Cameron. Angela Diva Faith Gilbert Cameron. I'm sowing into y'all as I have been sowing into y'all. We are building streams of income. We're walking out our steps to wealth, health, and prosperity, living that productive life as kingdom heirs. This ain't the world's way of doing stuff. This is kingdom heirage, okay? I'm not teaching y'all from the way the world do stuff. They cutthroat, they'll stab you in the back, they'll lie, they'll tell falsehoods on you, they're manipulative, they try to use you low key, they try to act like they helping you. But that help is just a way of trying to deceive and manipulate you to kind of grease you up like a little chicken before you before you put the batter on the fry or the fish before you put the batter on the fry You're going to rinse that fish off. The fish, "Oh, she take care of me. She give me a bath." And then you're like, "Oh, no, baby, I'm finna batter you up and put you in this hot grease so I can eat you." Kind of like the fox with the what was it, the 3 little pigs? "Oh no, I'm your grandmama. I'm your grandmama. I can't see you. Can you come a little closer? Can you come a little closer? I can't hear. I'm old." And then with the little pig, I hope I'm saying this right, got close. The fox threw off all the glasses, the hearing aid, and the hair scarf and wanted to eat. But the little pig was too far-fetched for him. So don't let people manipulate, talking about, "I did this for you. I really care. I love you." No, they're greasing you up so they can eat you up. And y'all better know, we're in the last days right now. Y'all better know. You don't got to necessarily tell people what you see before you walk your way out of getting out of their presence or breaking away from them. Sometimes you can't break away real fast. You have to walk that season out. But you better be like the 3 little pigs when the wolf tried to portray their grandmother and know something ain't right. My grandmama would never talk that rough. Yeah, you look like her with the hair scarf and the apron and the glasses, but something ain't right. Pay attention to your intuition, you all. Wake up and win. I love y'all. Angela, Diva Faith, Gilbert Cameron, in honor of my dad, Robert Gilbert Transportation, y'all. We in there, global, worldwide. Till next time, God bless y'all. Oh, let me see how I get off of this, because it took me a while to get off one of my other outlets today. So let me see. God bless y'all. Bye-bye. I'll be back.